Hello, welcome to Best African Movies. Still on the series Beyond Death. My wife can cook. My wife can cook. Hey, Uju don't cook at Tita. Uju cannot cook. She can only boil water. No, according to him, she can only cook water. Do they cook water? But Uju cooks water. All right. He's her husband Mike was so boastful. My wife can cook. He was calling his friend Ben. If you test my wife's food, you will never eat your wife's food again. No, my wife is the best cook in the whole world. My wife is this. In fact, Mike ended up inviting Ben and his entire family just to come and test Uju's food. Oh, he said, in fact, I'm inviting you and your entire family. Come and eat my wife's egusi soup. My wife prepares the best in the world. Of course, now Ben must come. But Uju finally ended up disgracing Mike. So Mike had to look for a way to get a chef. Guess who that chef is? Gracious Grace. Oh, this part is going to be very, very interesting. When I mean interesting, very, very interesting. All right. So Uju's mother, Madam Maggie or Maggie, whichever one, advised her daughter Uju to remove her cousin sister's picture from the wall. All right. Uju said her husband wanted the picture there. That's why it's there. Her mother reminded her the circumstances surrounding her sister's death, how they killed her. So Uju finally removed the frame. So Mike, on the other hand, came out to stare at the frame like he always do. He did not find it there. He started searching for it. All right. He finally saw the frame and started staring at it as usual. While he was staring, he remembered how he used to play with his wife, how they do go out together, they had fun. He really, really misses Grace, his wife, a lot. All right, so after that, he had to hang the frame back because he's always going there to stare at it. All right, so thank God, though. Grace did not die. Out of jealousy, Uju wanted Grace's husband by all means. Alright, so she hired some boys to kill Grace, her cousin sister, just to be with Mike. Alright, the guys actually did like she instructed. Alright, and she also poured her acid by herself. So that she will not even survive, so that her sister will not survive at all. But luckily, she did not die. But her face changed after surgery. Alright, they had to carry out surgery on her. Her friend told her how the doctor, Dr. Douglas, saved her. But the doctor is no more. Alright, how the doctor saved her. She also told her how she has tried to reach her husband through his social media handles to no avail. So her friend promised to continue searching and also promised to stand by Grace. Grace is really someone else now entirely. She's always in pains, crying and all of that, trying to remember some things. All right, Grace continued shedding tears. Her friend consoled her and also reminded her to be grateful to God for saving her life instead of shedding tears. All right, Uju, on the other hand, is busy cruising around. She don't carry person husband now. She's busy cruising around town, while Grace is staring and thinking of her life. Uju's mother, Madam Maggie, on her own side, is busy looking for a car to take back to the village because her son-in-law has fleet of cars in his compound. So she finally saw one that she likes. Alright, told her son-in-law Mike. Mike promised to give it to her. Madam Maggie was so happy. So Grace was just heading to nowhere. She doesn't even know where she was going to because of depression and much thought. All right, before you know it, she collapsed. Thank God for her friend. Oh, a friend indeed. Thank God for her who even saw Grace and quickly rushed her back home. She's a nurse. All right, so Madam Maggie was on her way to the village to get something. All right, Keke man refused to go at this time because Madam Maggie has been taking him to different places without even telling him the exact place she's going to. That was how Madam Maggie started quarreling with Keke man, no, because the man said he would not go again. Madam Maggie started quarreling with him to the extent of biting him. All right. While Grace's friend was busy keeping Grace company. She was busy keeping Grace company because Grace is really going through a lot, like a lot. All right. So she was busy keeping her company, taking her around the neighborhood just to relieve her from depression. All right, but thank God, Grace is regaining herself gradually. She has even started reading some books. While she was reading, her friend Dara came in from work. She was so happy to see Grace because her mood has changed entirely. All right, you now see her. She was even greeting Dara, welcome, how is work, and all of that. She was so free, not longer that in that mood that she used to. Dara was so happy to see her friend Grace in a new mood entirely. So Dara also told Grace about an ongoing recruitment at Divine's Kitchen. Alright, Grace was so happy and promised to apply for it. She also appreciated her friend Dara for her kindness towards her. On the other hand, Mike is busy boasting about his wife. His wife that do buy food from Mama Put. She just buy plenty food then bring it to the house and look for a way to put it in the pots. Mike would think she's the one cooking. So on this fateful day, Mike was busy boasting about his wife's food to his friend Ben. He told Ben that his wife can even cook more than Ben's wife. And his wife is the best cook in the whole world. As if that is not enough, he ended up inviting Ben to come over with his entire family that his wife is preparing a goosey soup. Alright, so while he was talking, his wife Uju came in. Immediately, he told Uju what he has been discussing with his friend Ben. You need to see Uju's facial expression. He even promised to assist Uju in the kitchen though. Immediately, Uju started trying every number. All right, she started trying or calling the woman that do supply her food or that she do buy food from. Of course, the woman's number did not go through because it's Sunday. As if that was not enough, she was really really restless. She even called her mother. Her mother did not pick up. The available option was her security man. She called the security man, Paul, to find out if he knows how to cook a goosey soup. Poor security man said yes. So I beg you, the most funniest part of this movie is from this security man. In fact, we need to give him 5 stars. He's really trying. All right. So he said yes, so he knows how to cook. He started listing the items needed. Please permit me, I need to list these items just the way he did. We just say okay, I just want to write it down. Okay, Paul started. Say number 1, according to him, 1 penta of egusi and 2 cups of water. He says so that the soup will be very thick. We just say okay, go ahead. Number 2, sachet of okporoko for the rich people. Number 3, dawa dawa. Number 4, onga, 5 sachets. Number 5, sugar, 2 sachets. Would you even ended up adding it or making it with 3 sachets? Alright. Then he told Uju to use the sugar as well to steam the meat. It will make it sweet. Then number 6, utazi. Uju quickly now ran into the kitchen to prepare egusi soup as directed by her security man Paul. All right, so she was preparing. Before you know it, Ben and his family are already on their way to their house, and they arrived on time just to come and eat Uju Segusi soup. Before you know it, they came in and straight to the dining. See where people they eat, they disappear from dining table. Uju's husband was disappointed. That was how they ended this part. It's really, really interesting. Please subscribe for more gist. Thank you very much for watching.